Hey everybody, welcome to Totally Human TV. Whether you have an idea for a new product, a new service offering, or even a nonprofit organization, validation is the most crucial thing you will need to do to get started. A lot of teams make the mistake of doing too much to make or design their idea before validating it thoroughly. And it's a waste of time and resources. And also, this is a huge contributing factor to fail launches. And it's really easy to avoid. So today I want to give you the step-by-step walkthrough of how to validate your idea before you invest time and resources into building it. Let's break it down. So the first thing I want you to do is jot down the key tenets of your concept. This can be as simple as making a list of talking points in a Word document. And you're not going to show this to anybody, it's just for you. Some things you'd want to jot down are high-level descriptions of things like what's your concept? Just 2 or 3 sentences. What do you do? Who do you help? And how do you impact them? What results do they get? The next thing I want you to do is jot down things you want to validate before you decide who you're going to reach out to. So if it's a product or service, you'd want to validate things like your competitive landscape, the size of your market, what's your customer's current purchasing journey like? How do they evaluate whether to invest their time and money into a solution like yours? How are they getting their needs met today? And does your idea make their lives better? Does it save time, money, or offer a superior experience? If it's a nonprofit, 1 or 2 sentences about your mission, vision, and 3-year roadmap would be really helpful. And then similarly, describe the concept by describing who you want to impact, what their current challenges are, and how you plan to serve your constituents. What do results look like from their perspective if you're successful at serving them? Now, look for people in your network that would be good to validate with. Broadly speaking, there are 2 categories of people who are important to talk to at this stage. The first category is industry experts. They might turn into investors, advisors, or partners later on. And 2, potential customers, people that you serve. Look at your network on LinkedIn or wherever you keep a list, and see if you have any first, second, or even third degree connections that fit into these categories. Now, the last step is actually scheduling the conversations with those people you want to talk to. Here's a few tips for how to do that. To reach out, don't give away too much or write really, really long emails to explain your idea. That's what the call is for, especially with people you're comfortable with, like your first degree connections that know you really well. You just want to simply say, hey, I'm working on a new idea and I know you'll be able to help me develop it, and I really want your opinion. If it's somebody you don't know so well, but they're still your first or second degree connection, 1 or 2 sentences about what you're working on is more than sufficient. On the call, make sure you ask open-ended questions. Because at this stage, you're still thinking about your idea pretty early. You have a lot of things you don't actually know yet. You want people to tell you things you may not even know to ask. And the what, how, and why questions are really helpful for that. Here's a note on how you might take notes. If you're talking to them on Zoom, record it. Most people are comfortable with that, and you want to go back to verbatim what they said to you. If you are meeting in person or talking over the phone, it's a lot harder to be taking notes and paying attention and being present. So you want to just strategically take verbatim notes. Let's say they're saying something really salient and you're like, I really want to remember this later and come back to it. Well, you want to write that down verbatim how they said it. Don't interpret it. Don't put your lens on it. Finally, just make sure you're not leading them or pitching them. It's really not about selling anything right now. It's really a time to be open, to being wrong, frankly. If somebody is telling you something that would lead you to change or pivot your concept, that's really useful because you haven't expended any resources and energy yet on developing this. And that's why these conversations are so crucial at this point. If you find these videos helpful, make sure you subscribe to our mailing list. I'll see you next time.